today's episode of Men Whose Downfall Was Lust, we have a pastor who let his lust lead him to the grave. This guy behind me, his name is Brodes. Now, Brodes was a pastor in Arkansas. That's where he met LaToisha. This is LaToisha. Now, Brodes was LaToisha's pastor, which led LaToisha to go to Brodes when her and her husband was having problems. I guess Brodes saw this as an opportunity to make his move, and he did just that. And LaToisha was with it. The two started having a secret affair. But LaToisha wasn't the only one married. Brodes was too. So what ended up happening is LaToisha ended up filing a divorce from her husband. Brodes did not file a divorce. But that didn't stop anything. She was still with it. So they ended up carrying their affair out for years. And of course, years of being in it, LaToisha fell in love with Brodes. Now, I don't know if Brodes ever promised LaToisha he was going to leave his wife or what, but obviously she didn't mind he had a wife and continued doing it. So her feelings towards him grew more and more each day. And don't forget, he's her pastor, so they're seeing each other every Sunday. The wife is seeing her. It's messy. But even with that, again, they was able to keep their affair a secret for so many years. After so many years, Brodes gets a job opportunity in Memphis, and he takes it. So you would think now it's his perfect opportunity to leave LaToisha in his past. But while he's in Memphis, he still does communicate with LaToisha, and they still meet up regularly. And after a few months of doing long distance, LaToisha is noticing that Brodes is starting to get more laid back. He's not texting as much or calling as much, and I guess this worries LaToisha. So the next time they meet up at a hotel, LaToisha decides to bring a pew-pew, not to pew-pew him, but she turned it on herself and threatened him that she was going to unalive herself because he didn't really love her. Now, Brodes was able to calm her down. He got the weapon from her, and they both went home safe that night. Now, a few weeks passed, and I guess LaToisha is still feeling unsure about their relationship. So she goes to buy another weapon, and she says she's going to drive from Arkansas all the way to Memphis again, not to unalive him, but to unalive herself in front of him so she'll feel the pain that she feels. So she drives from Arkansas to Memphis, finds Brodes and confronts him and says, "You need to tell your wife about us." And Brodes agrees. So LaToisha went ahead of Brodes to his house and told his wife that she was there for work business, because remember, they went to church together. Brodes gets home minutes later, and he acts surprised to see LaToisha as if he didn't know she was in town. After a few minutes of acting, I guess LaToisha snapped. She pulled out her pew-pew, and she repeatedly said, "You never loved me," and she shot Brodes at least 5 times. Brodes passed away on the spot. She also shot the wife, but luckily she survived. This is just another example of how you have to be careful when you're dealing with lust, fellas. He was hoping to take his lustful secrets to the grave. Turns out his lust led him to one.